Objects comes out April 14th on demand and on VOD. This is the third directorial outing for Katie Holmes. She also stars in the film, but the real star of the film is Julia Mayorga. She plays Benita. Both Katie Holmes' character and Julia Mayorga's character are coming out of a hospital stay type situation, and they follow Benita's life as she goes back home, tries to deal with her family, and tries to get a job. Rare Objects comes in at number 6 on my April list. Shawn Jackson from Lost in the Reel joins me to talk about Rare Objects. My number 6 movie is Rare Objects. This is a film directed by Katie Holmes. It is actually not her directorial debut. This is actually her third feature film. And it is about Katie Holmes as an older woman, woman in her 30s, 40s, meeting a younger woman where they've been receiving mental health therapy. And the girl, or the younger woman, gets released and has to go back to her family and has to contend with the expectations of her family and Katie Holmes as the director and as the older role model, sort of AA sponsor type role, even though I don't think there's any sort of addiction in this story, is sort of her mentor, her way, guiding her back to her family, coexisting with her family, even though, her family loves her, but, they got on her nerves some. Getting out of rehab, getting out of therapy, trying to go back to your family, even though they're sort of the source of the stress. And that really interests me, along with Katie Holmes in the director's chair. I thought, when I first saw this trailer, I thought that this was her directorial debut, but I looked it up, and this is actually her third film.
What other movies has she directed?
She directed one film that was a COVID-era film that came out last year, 2022. I didn't see the trailers for it, but it looked like it was one of those where everyone kind of shot it in isolation. And then there was another little indie film about being a single mom, where she was the single mom, and it was a film that came out 2015, 2016. This one actually looks like it has some good heart to it on VOD. So Rare Objects is the name of the film, and Katie Holmes is the director and co-star. And have you heard of this film?
I have not seen this trailer. I will say it sounds a little heavy-handed, and Katie Holmes as a director, I mean, I didn't even know, like you, that she had directed other things, but the story sounds solid. So I am curious, definitely, to check that out.
It looks pretty well grounded, and it's interesting because you get a lot of close-ups on Katie Holmes where you're seeing the lines in her face. And as someone who is, who's known as a beautiful leading actress, to show those lines in a film she's directing and knows exactly what the close-up looks like, it's a gutsy move, and it's one that kind of grabbed my attention of not only are they not doing digital touch-up, but whatever wrinkles are on her face, she's fully showing as the director in charge of the lens. So it's that alone kind of grabbed my attention, and then seeing the other story elements in the trailer